What's up, guys? Mr. Wednesday here, back at it with another video. We're up with, I believe, episode 5. I think this is gonna be episode 5 or 6 of our Faction War series, and we're here with the Dwarves. Now, let's see. First of all, do we have any viable champions here down in the rares? And actually, I'm gonna say yes. There are a couple of rares you can definitely use here. Now, one of them is going to be Bulwark. Kurzad is actually also kind of viable. He does have this increased crit rate and then also this small decreased defense. He does place it. So, but I mean, anyway, he's not gonna weak hit because he is void. Now, I do want to mention he does like to read. It is on 100% chance though, so hey, not a bad opportunity to get at least like a small decreased defense if perhaps you're lacking it throughout your other champions. Now, otherwise, amongst the rares, there are gonna be a couple here that are also not bad. Like, I'm gonna shout them out really quickly, like Master Butcher, who you could use. We also do have the Runic Warder and then the Beast Wrestler. Because he's going to be placing this block revive. It's not going to be like crucially insane for you, especially if you like have any of the high-end dwarf champions, but otherwise he's not bad either as well for this stun. And then also increases the damage inflicted by 50% for each hit on each enemy. First hit, sorry, let me reiterate that. So honestly, like, not a bad options when it comes to rares. Sadly, this just isn't one of the factions where you can, at least not my knowledge, build like an all rare team. We do have a filter meter and heal over here on Aver, who's also really nice. Decrease attack, AoE, also decrease speed for anybody who has poisons, and he's gonna be placing poisons on his A1, so again, just a good rare to shout out here. Now, when we get into the epics, there's actually 0 epics that are bad for this faction. Now, obviously, there are going to be better and worse ones. Like, way back in the day when I cleared Dwarves, you basically needed 2 rearguard sergeants most of the time to be able to actually like kind of power through the boss, because the boss is going to be a pain. I'm going to talk about the boss at the end of the video here. So, amongst the rares, Grizzled Jarl is gonna be amazing, not for his A1, although heal reduction ain't bad at all. He's gonna be placing increased defense and 1 turn of block debuffs, so you can speed tune him to be your slowest, so that he actually places it at the correct time against the boss. And then also does have this decreased attack on A3, so you can basically use him as like your backup decrease attack champion, given that it is on a 4-turn cooldown once fully booked. So not really like crazily viable to like decrease attack endlessly on the boss, but a good champion to actually bring in, like as I said, backup. Then we have Cornelia. Now Cornelia is going to be placing sleep on an ally for 1 turn, then she will heal them for 50% of their max HP and fill their turn meter by 50% whenever sleep is expired or removed. Heals that ally by 100% and completely fills their turn meter if the sleep is lost due to taking damage from an enemy. And then we have a 80% chance of sleeping on all enemies. Books up to 100. Whenever an enemy loses sleep placed by this skill, has 50% chance with replacing it with fear. Not a bad, not like, I kind of find her iffy, but she's not bad. And it also has 40% chance of increasing the cooldown of 1 random target skill by 2 turns on random. Also increases ally speed in all battles by 80%. She's not like stupidly OP, but hey, if you have her and perhaps lack anybody else, she's gonna be amazing. Now, there's no need for me to cover Geomancer. You know he's great, he's gonna be terrific on that boss stage because of this depletion of turn meter, also HP burn, weaken, decrease accuracy over here. He's gonna be amazing for this faction. Rear guard is gonna be great as an off healer, also because of this decreased defense over here and also decreased attack over here. Then we have Rock Breaker, who is not again gonna be like be all end all like Cornelia, but he is kind of viable. He does have this provoke with counter attack over here, which isn't bad. and then also has a 25% chance of decreasing damage inflicted on this champion by 50% each time he is attacked. So again, it books up to a 75% to 50%. I'm sorry about that. So again, a viable champion. You will need either to get him into a region set, so he actually gets his HP back, or be able to heal him through some other way. We have Melga, who's gonna be amazing for the revive over here. Also shield and continuous heal, and then also a 50% chance of removing one random debuff from a random ally. Cannot remove a debuff from this champion, not a bad choice honestly. Then we have Fulbert the Bard, who's also not a bad champion at all. AoE decreased defense, amazing. Stun on one target, also stealing 2 buffs from that target. And then also heal reduction over here. Now heal reduction is not gonna be why you're bringing him in, but for everything else he's gonna be amazing. Runekeeper is gonna be great for healing. I used him in I think one of my videos. So if you're perhaps wondering like how to use him, you can basically go and check that video out. Then we have Beardall, who's not bad at all. We have Gala, who's an amazing damage dealer. She's gonna be actually granting an extra turn if she has full HP after using this skill. She hits really hard, so you can actually get her into lifesteal gear, get her mastery. She's gonna do a lot of damage for you. Ragnar and Dimitar are gonna be obviously amazing champions here as well. Ragnar places increased attack on this champion, also weaken and a chance of placing decreased defense before attacking. Books up to 100. Also sacrifices HP over here, not crazily good for you, but he does fill the turn meter. The HP sacrifice will happen even if it kills him, so I do advise manualing him. That's what I wanted to say, because you really do not want him to die if you do not have a reviver. Now again, in this faction, you're either gonna need a good healer or you will need a lot of regeneration gear. Not gonna lie, it's just like that. The boss is gonna hit you very hard, and actually you do want to be able to survive those hits. Now I'm gonna actually just really quickly plug here in what the boss does so that we can actually cover that before going into the legendaries. And we're back. Okay, so let me just really quickly enlarge this a bit so that you can actually see it easier. So A1 attacks one enemy, will ignore target's defense. So that's what I was gonna give as the biggest tip. The defense is not what's gonna save you here, it's gonna be the HP, so you do need HP. Now on the other hand, he is also gonna be doing some damage based off of your max HP, so the damage mitigation is gonna be really important for this faction. Now on his A2, he will be removing all the debuffs from himself, placing True Fear on a random enemy for 1 turn, and stun on everybody else. These debuffs cannot be resisted, but they can be blocked. So what I highly advise is actually having decrease attack before he uses this skill. So have at least 1 decrease attack if you can, obviously. If not, hey, you're gonna survive, it's fine. You will be able to get over it by having better gear, if perhaps you just were not lucky with the champion's choices, basically with, well, champion pulls, so to say. So if you can have decrease attack, I do advise placing it before he uses this skill, because he will be then attacking you with his A1. Sadly, you just have to have it, because otherwise he's going to be doing a lot of damage to you. Now this is why I said that Geomancer is going to be amazing, because he's going to be actually able to decrease his turn meter through his A2. So if you have Geomancer, that's an amazing champion to use here. Now through his passive, he will also fill turn meter by 2% for every 1 of HP he loses. So I do want to really quickly point out the fact that you still do want to do all the damage you possibly can in the shortest amount of time. So bringing in somebody like as I mentioned over here, Gala is gonna be amazing for just blindly doing stupid damage. And then otherwise, if you do have somebody like a Grizzly Jarl, or perhaps you have actually finished the Bragg Infusion, that should be helped by a huge degree because of the block debuffs they both have. So you can actually have them block the debuffs like the fear and stun. As I said, they can be blocked, so that's gonna be amazing. Now if you have Molly, she's gonna be amazing for the revive over here, as well as block damage. And then also damage increases by 50% if the target is under HP burn. Now I do want to point out she does not like place HP burn herself, but hey, if you perhaps have a Geomancer or somebody else who does, she's gonna be working perfectly like alongside them. Now otherwise, all the legendaries here are gonna be crazily good. Hernding is gonna be amazing for both waves and the boss. So same goes for Tormin, for Tranda, for Mountain King, for Samar. As I said, there's tons of different synergies you can build. I highly advise bringing like 2 support champions, perhaps like 1 crowd control if you can. If not, then 3 support champions and 2 damage dealers. If you have a reviver, that's gonna be a big help for you to actually clear this. But if you don't, it's fine. As I said, I still do not have a reviver. I mean, I do. Sorry about that. Don't want to come out as a liar. I'm honestly not. Like, I can actually show you Melga isn't build. that's what I meant to say, basically. Now, wouldn't it be funny if I actually had Melga fully built and everything, and then I just said like I do not? Did I feed her maybe? Let's see. I know she's down here somewhere. Oh yeah, here she is. I do want to point out I actually cleared like the Factioners without the reviver, so you definitely can do it. You're gonna need a lot of Immortal Gear, Regen Gear, Lifesteal Gear to be able to do it if you do not have a reviver. If you have like great healers, that's gonna be a huge help here. So the first team I actually used was like, I believe like 2 Rearguard Sergeants, Grizzled Jarl, Runekeeper, Desderk, and I'm not sure like who was the 5th, honestly. Like I just cannot. I think it was maybe Brogni. Don't know. I actually haven't changed the team in like such a long time. I only built Gala like later on when I got her. So if you do not have like a strictly damage dealer, hey, it's fine as well. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but you'll still be able to do it. You will just need not enough support to actually live through the boss. Now, obviously, there's gonna be like a lot of different dwarves like videos, like actually showing you how to clear it. But if you perhaps cannot wait long enough to check those out, I did want to put out this video, obviously, alongside others, to help you perhaps decide what champions you should be using. Now, if you have any questions, perhaps you're not sure what team to go for, what champions to go for, please feel free to leave the comments down below, or well, contact me through my Discord server, which is in the description of each and every one of my videos. Love you all, and until the next one, Mr. Wednesday, signing out.